ready to finish up did them all yesterday. It was crazy rough. Current going. We should have started on the other end of the line. We'll finish this one out and the rest of them will go in the opposite direction. Sometimes the wind and the current go in different ways. Check it out. Yeah. What? John Marrero. I got a 7-day ban on the old cocker for playing a song called Dear Atheist. They said it was misinformation. Whatever you do, do not look up Isaiah Robinson or Isaiah Robin. Dear Atheist. It is bad. Possibly the worst song ever. Man, it is 1,000 times nicer today than it was yesterday. Out here yesterday getting snot knocked out of me. Ah, come on. There we go. Stone crabbing. Yeah, Jeeper, I got banned for 7 days for playing Dear Atheist. I do commercial stone crab, commercial grouper fishing. We're normally over on the other side, the cocker. This is a baby one. I'll show you some bigger ones once we get rolling. No winter chicken dinner in that truck. Getting a crazy late start today. I went out on Monday doing a solo grouper trip. I was 51 miles offshore and I hit something submerged in the water. Broke the shaft off my lower unit, lost a propeller, and had to go home at 8 miles an hour for 51 miles. $6,000 breakdown day. So I got a backup lower unit on it that was getting some water in it. I pulled it out of the water today. I changed the seals. I just want to make sure that it's sealed up right before I flood it out. And I encountered some Jehovah's Witnesses and we had to stop, talk for 45 minutes. I don't think they listened to me though. We were talking about Freemasons and how their founder was a Freemason, but none of them seem to know that. For some reason the organization keeps that secret. that why they call it a secret society? I couldn't see your name. Appreciate the prayers. My new lower unit's supposed to be in on Monday. The baby's here. Got one nice one. Woo! These things have got 19,000 pounds per square inch of crushing force, they claim. I always say if you ever get bit by a stone crab, you and everyone within 5 miles will know you got bit. I'm trying to pull YouTube up on my iPad up here so I can read the comments up here. One second, guys. I think I got it now. If I get this going, I can read your comments from up here. Got 8 whole people watching. It's like starting all over. Normally we're jamming out with the best playlist on earth. I've been told you can't play music over here. So I'm not sure how much I'll stream over here. If I don't have my music, I'm lost. Nice box. So we break the claws off the crabs and they grow new ones every year. Need a pop foam filter on the camera mic. Is it noisy? I've got a foam filter on it. I'm getting wind noise. Yeah, Jeeper, the Jehovah's Witness organization was started by a man named Charles Taze Russell. He was a Freemason, buried in a Freemason graveyard in Pennsylvania. They had a giant pyramid erected in the family plot with the Watchtower Society wrote on it. About a year, 2 years ago, apparently word was getting out. Too many people were finding out about it and making the road trip. So they had it torn down and removed. Their next founding, quote-unquote, founding father, named Rutherford in 1920, was publishing articles saying the millions living now will never die. Well, 2025, pretty sure we don't have millions of 105-year-olds running around. And so like that's why in their Bible, like anytime it points toward Jesus being Lord, they change the words because Freemasons at the highest level admit they worship Satan. And so if that's who you have writing your book, you gotta change stuff around to make it fit narrative. to Google Images, look up the Jehovah's Witness building in Denmark and tell me that doesn't look like Illuminati symbolism if you've ever seen it. Fishing. Brahma, I don't know what that means. Had a real good haul yesterday. Kind of what we need after a breakdown like Monday. You a Mason Jeeper? They say once you hit the 33rd degree level, when you're informed that you follow the light bearer by the name of Lucifer. It's like interesting, like the Shriners are Masons. All their vows they take are in Arabic. They say that the majority of the Shriner temples are modeled after mosque. Interesting facts. Like why would when I think of Shriners, everyone thinks of people helping kids. Why would they take all their vows in Arabic? Why would they have the sword of Islam on their logo and their Masons? I don't know. We're just crabbers. We don't know all that information. The season's winding down to an end. Traps have got to be out of the water in like 32 days or something. Not letting me see comments on my iPad up here. Oh, I think I got it now. This current is killing me. Nice. Couple nice ones in here. Not involved with it anymore. That's probably a good thing, Jeeper. Like what I've studying I've done on it, like the surface level ones, like when you're first into it. I mean, it's called a secret society. You're not told all the secrets and the final truth of it. Pretty much every president we've had has been one. Most of your sheriffs, hospital boards, stuff like that. Stuff like that. A little bit of a gap in the line here. Boat's a lot harder to turn right now. I've got two right-hand gear cases on until my new one comes in. How's the audio, guys? Are we clean at all? Or are you getting wind noise, or what's it sounding like? On the other side, we've normally got radio turned so loud you can't hear the wind noise. And then I go home at night and my ears are ringing. Crackling. Let me try the other mic. Someone said this mic was acting up the other day. Oh my word, somebody needs to clean this boat. There's absolutely no excuse to have a boat looking this dirty. Can you hear me now? Is this one any better, or is it still crackling? Better, way better, perfect. I guess I need to stop using that other mic. Got a Key West grunt in here, or as the charter fishermen call them, gray snapper. These are actually really good eating fish when they're bigger. Ah! I was going to let him grunt in my mic, and he decided to go No grunts for you guys. On a good note, I do have sandwiches today. We only had granola bars. Living the high life now. Come on, Captain, get it together. We're allowed to miss a couple at the beginning of the day, but after that, there's zero tolerance for driving over buoys. Claws have got to be 2 7/8 from this tip right here to the tip up there. Yeah, Micah Bob, she wants to she wants to keep turning to the right with 2 right-hand lowers on it. First time I've ever drove a boat with 2 rights. That's all everyone had back in the day, though. It's not as bad as I would have thought it would have been, but sometimes when you want to go to turn, it just doesn't want to turn. What the? Somehow I drove over a buoy. I got 2 behind us. One of them I got, one of them I missed. Last cold front we had shifted gear around a lot. Nothing. She's stuck. It is hard to get in the groove without the tunes. I see Mark in here. What's up, Mark? I was trying to turn my tunes on, and for some reason I can't even get them to turn on. It's an egg-bearing female. Oh. Fell out of my hands. There's no way to treat one of those. Trying to be all nice and educational. We dropped it. I guess we're going to need to get you guys my playlist, so if we're ever nannered on the other side again, that at least you guys could listen to it. Comments are a lot easier to read here. No, we don't take claws from the egg-bearing ones. Return them back to the sea. I haven't seen a lot of them this spring. Normally this time of year you start seeing a lot of them. There was a bunch of stone crabbers that petitioned, I don't know if I should say petitioned, but they asked the state to end the season 2 weeks early so we would have less encounters with the egg-bearing females. And that's definitely helped some. Not many businesses ask for more restrictions, but the last 3 restrictions that were put on the stone crab industry were asked for by the crabbers. Got traps on top of traps. Got a huge gap in the line, and now we got like 5 traps on top of each other. Down here we got the bottom will go from soft to hard to soft to hard to soft to hard. And when it blows really hard, the traps on the soft bottom walk. And they either keep walking till the storm stops or till they run across a piece of hard bottom and stop. A lot of times we'll have what we just had, like a giant gap, then you have a whole bunch of them, which means they came to something that snagged them up and they hit the brakes. Juliana, morning. I'm just singing the Dear Atheist song in my head all day. I think I'm gonna put these next two traps on the boat. I'm gonna probably drive over that one. Put these next two on the boat, and then when we find another gap in the line, we'll drop them in the empty spot. Man, they're all stuck on the bottom today. Big one-arm bandit. So they gave me a class I could take last night to have my strike removed on the other side. And I failed the test twice, so the strike wasn't removed. But it was a trick question. Like it would have a paragraph talking about the rules, and then it would ask you a question about a rule, but the question was not in what you read. I guess you gotta be a mind reader. What I really think it was, I had a real high week last week in gifts because of the lower unit broke. Everyone was sending us gifts. And if they can get you on a restriction, they keep like 20% more of the profit. Kind of has me thinking they're doing that just to make more money, saying you did something wrong. Because like we played the same song no less than 20 times on the live stream, and all at once it's a problem. I need to go see if it's on the approved list and then just play it in all my videos that I make. Slight chance we may have got this one already. This is in that pile of gear. I think we already did this one. Yeah. You guys got any hot topics to talk about? Unreal. Like every single trap in here is hung up on something. For some reason I don't think my arms could have pulled that one out of the hole. Nice thing when they are hung up, a lot of times they're on a piece of structure. And that gives you the crab. We're getting into where I was going down this line last night, and I decided just to quit in the middle of a line. So we might be at the end of this. We'll have to jump over the next line. We've got to see if this one was baited or not. Totally different sea today. You are allowed to take both claws. They're filter feeders. They're not, they don't have to have them for survival. It's kind of like if a deer loses its antlers, doesn't mean the deer is going to die. Yeah, triggerfish. Now, what is that? Oh, huge grunt. Wow. Charter guys will be having a heart attack with this one. The size of that baby. See if he can grunt for you. He ain't gonna talk. He ain't gonna talk. Yeah, we did this trap yesterday, so we gotta jump over to the next line now. Probably got about a mile run to the next set of traps. It's so quiet. Morning, Skip. You need to throw another trap or two on the boat. Same thing here as we had earlier. We got 3 traps on top of each other. Then we got a giant gap with nothing. Stuff that blew around from the storm. Not bad. What? I actually got to see Skip on the live stream last night. Now we know what Skip looks like. Kind of nice to put a face to a name. Morning, Kayla. We got a whole 18 people in here. Gonna meet me in person one of these days? Let's do it. I was trying to give away a bag of crabs yesterday to anyone that would subscribe to our other page. I only had one person took me up on that offer. That's like a $50 value. I tried that a couple times. That's the first time anyone took me up on it. And it was Uncle Jack's daughter. Oh, I forgot to tell him I was going live over here. Hopefully he'll see my video. I don't know if you guys were watching when we put him in. We had that guy that looked like Bob Ross on the boat. Him and his girlfriend, which is Uncle Jack's daughter, took us up on that offer. It was a good deal. We'll make the same deal today, Juliana. If you subscribe on our other site, no delivery, you got to show up and pick them up in person. We'll do a free bag of floaters for you. And right now the floaters are so full of meat, it's practically like hard weight, and a bag of hard weight would be, that's a deal of a lifetime right there. Let me run over there and see. I think I saw one more in the distance. You just have to be willing to travel to Nokomis, Florida. Where you live at, Skip? Yeah, piled on top of each other again. You need to get some of those Google glasses where the camera's on your glasses, that way you guys can see what all I see. Really limited vision, just having the phone locked down in one spot. Like when it blows, you have a big wide open area, and then you just have a ton of traps in one little spot. Me and another crab are all piled up here. I really should have put these all on the boat and moved them back to where I was catching yesterday, but we're so close to the end of the season. And I've got a lot to do today. I don't think I'm gonna have time to move anything. Couple in here. Smoking Joe. You got Uncle owns a house just north of Nokomis Beach. Casey Key. That's the boat ramp I used this morning, or took my trailer to. We'll be pulling out of there at the end of the day. They nannered a Smoking Joe. They took our golden microphone away on the other side, and they said, you are no longer to participate here for 7 days. You are in a timeout. Oh, nice one. What? We'll fit one more on that rail. That one was a keeper. He was alive, but his arms felt a little bit limp. Either he wasn't feeling good or he was the smartest crab in the sea because he tricked me into throwing him back. don't think I'm gonna put traps here next year. They really didn't catch very well on this line the entire season, and as you can, well, I don't know if you guys can see, but they blew all over the place. Need to just, once I get them out of the water, either delete the icons or mark it as do not fish. Oh, nice. We gotta be on a piece of hard bottom. It's got 3 grunts in it. Yeah, so much for the whole freedom of speech. Mark, I get all the traps into the water in one day, and then taking them out, I can normally do 100 a day, and then you normally have a day after that just backtracking, looking for traps you lost. Depends, that's if it's flat calm. If it's flat calm, I can put 100 traps on the boat. If it's rough and the weather doesn't give us a break, I mean, sometimes you might not even get 50 on the boat. That's why it's risky to take it till last minute. Sometimes you can fish it till last minute and you're good, and sometimes the last 3 weeks of season it'll just blow 20 mile an hour the entire time. Another problem that we've had in years past is if you wait till the end of season, some reason like entire lines of traps would disappear. Like if you have any dirt bags in the area, instead of them buying new traps to replace their traps, they'll just pick yours up and take them home. It happened to a good friend of mine about, it's been a little while since we had it happen. Might have been 7-8 years ago. They had an entire string of traps just gone. About lost our stick. There's one way over there. I should have picked these up. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Appreciate that, Jeeper. Ugh. Hopefully next week goes smoother than this week. My wife was saying last night, we got to find you a new job. I said, baby, what can I do? Been spending so much time on my feet, I got like nerve issues on the bottom of my right foot, and last night it started happening on my left foot, like it feels like you're standing on something, but you're not. There's a medical name for it, I forget what it's called. Say nurses get it a lot from standing too much. Bad break on that one. What? We've got a whole 24 likes. Does that mean we're crushing it? I could push shopping carts. Well, Smoking Joe, that's what I thought. And then when about a month ago, when they had that Meet the Captain thing at Detweiler's Farm Market, I was up there and I saw the guys that were making that much money pushing shopping carts. And let's just say they were working harder, possibly working harder than I work out here. In the summertime, that heat coming off that asphalt, I would cook like a biscuit. Yeah, I gotta get some more pig's feet out here in a minute. What's got 2.5 million likes bottled up? Yeah, I'd be roasted like a turkey, wouldn't I, Smoking Joe? It'd be like, I forget, what was that one episode of Seinfeld where, I forget if Kramer fell asleep in a tanning bed or he kept going or something. He was like, looking like a turkey. Haven't watched that show in 1,000 years. I get some more pig's feet out. Nastiest pig's feet I've ever bought. It's like someone said, what should we do with all the leftover pig blood? I got an idea. Dump it in the bottom of the pig's foot box. Let the crabbers deal with it. That's absolutely disgusting. Just a solid chunk of ugh. If there was ever a time to shout unclean, unclean, it's right now. You were looking on TikTok for me, you found me over here. We're on a 7-day ban over there. We played a song called Dear Atheist. I've played it a million times, and yesterday I got banned for it for 24 hours. And so I hit the appeal button, and they brought it back, and I thought it was a person that turned me in, but I wonder if it was the algorithm, AI or whatever. So just to test my theory, I played it 2 more times as soon as they let me go back on. Now I'm on a 7-day ban. I guess that was that might not have been my wisest choice I've made in the last little bit. But now we know we can't play it. So now we've got 2 songs on the playlist that absolutely cannot be playing no matter what. Now I'm over here on YouTube where you can't play anything. To be honest with you, I'm about tempted just to turn it off so I can listen to my music and enjoy the day. We might muscle it through though. Yeah, water's way smoother today. It was cranking yesterday, and they were not calling for that forecast, that's for sure. It was supposed to be, yesterday was supposed to be like today is. I'm gonna grab a sandwich real quick while we're sliding to that next one. Monday night I was working till 9:30 and we didn't realize how late it was, and we didn't have any peanut butter, we didn't have any sandwich meat, and the grocery store was closed, so I ate Cliff Bars all day long yesterday. I was never so hungry for a hamburger by the end of the day. If you've noticed my physique, I like to eat. Maybe too much. Do what makes me happy. We'll live stream it today, see how it goes. Lunchtime with a captain. Woo! She even put meat in it today. Look at that. That's how you know she loves me, when she put meat in the sandwich. She felt bad for me. I've been told you can't play music. Let me try it. I could maybe try again, but like, normally I can try to override it, but it's not letting me override it to where I can just play it. It won't even let it come out of the Bluetooth. Yesterday was a good day, Todd. Our biggest volume was in large. We had 50 pounds of large. I forget what the other numbers were. Yeah, we could use a couple good days, Todd. Wish I had more traps. I won't be wishing that in about 2 to 3 weeks, but the rest of the year I do wish that. When it's time to take them out of the water and pressure wash them, that's the time I wish I didn't have any. Morning, Melissa. Marissa. Why did I say Melissa? I told Davis, I'm like, I know that name. We sold crabs, some floaters to an old friend's ex-girlfriend named Melissa last night. So I had Melissa on the brain, I guess. What do they do if they give you copyright strikes, Jeeper? I mean, if they let me play it, I don't care. I mean, I would rather stream and not make a penny from the stream, being able to get the music out across the world, than not have music and make a couple dollars. Now, I'm not sure how handy I am, Todd. Some things I know just enough about to get me deep into trouble. That's the best sandwich I've ever ate. Oh, the music does play on here. We might try that. What if we just play it low? Should we try to play it low and see if we get in trouble? I mean, if we're in trouble on one site, what's gonna hurt be in trouble on another one? Todd, we're not doing as well today as we were yesterday. Getting a little bit out of them though. pulling me down.
Pulling me down. Listen, I can't talk for the perishing and perishing.
Yeah, we had a rough year last year, but all you gotta do to feel better is just look around. You'll see someone doing way worse. It's a very uncertain time though. Like, our biggest fear is being able to rebuild the house without going up to our eyeballs in debt. Because I'll tell you a secret. You guys want to know a secret? I don't make enough money to afford another mortgage. I keep thinking about looking around on Zillow and just finding a house that's already built. I was looking about a month ago, but they were all outrageously priced on the water. It'd be kind of nice to get into something and know you're not going to be upside down, but I guess we'll wait and see what the bids come back on the building. Once the plan is completely sealed up, finalized, I guess they price things out and find out where you're at. Drove over it. We're moving at about a 1/10 of the speed as normal, but that's okay because I don't have hardly any to pull today. And then yesterday, my wife was heading over to the house and she had her hands full of stuff. And our attack dog, Mia, took off, ripped the leash out of her hand, ran over and bit a neighbor's dog at the apartment. That is no way to start it's no way to make good neighbors. For being a baby Chihuahua, she thinks she's strong. When am I going grouper fishing, Todd? I'm not sure. Possibly Monday, I don't know. It all depends on, when I finish up today, eggs on that one, I'm gonna pull the boat out of the water and see if the lower unit took on any water. She got these eggs. You don't want to show them to you. If the lower unit didn't take any water on it, I might try to do a trip on Monday. If it took water on, I'll probably just wait till I get my new one in. Either that or I can go get a seal kit and reseal it, but I'm no professional resealing lower units. I mean, I can get it done, but I got a feeling it's leaking somewhere else, like a crack or something. I don't know, because I had it resealed a while back and it wasn't resealed. Or I was told it was resealed, let's say that. Nice. You turn the music on and start catching crabs. Should we turn it up? It just takes like 10 minutes to change a lower unit. 8 bolts out, 8 bolts in. Well, plus your propeller, so 9.
If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it back in his hands. I'm here to tell you at your lowest, you can know that he's still working when you don't understand. When we don't understand, when we don't understand, when we don't understand, when we don't understand. I know that it's harder to recognize when you're going through something that's got you down. I used to get angry, but not today. Today I'm
Todd, you normally get several thousand hours out of a lower unit.
carrying things, so we need to let go. Open your heart and surrender it now. It may be the heaviest weight on yourself. I'm talking to someone that may need to hear it. I'm feeling your shoes and I'm tripping the flow. Don't let it consume you, don't battle alone. That type of depression is a slippery slope. Wake up, anybody.
My friend that runs Yamahas, he gets about 2,000 hours out of his. I got a friend of mine that runs Suzuki, claims he gets like 3 to 5.
You ain't gotta do it on your own. That life is open when you bring, just grab the phone. If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it back in his hands. I'm here to tell you at your lowest, you can know that he's still working when you don't understand. When we don't understand.
I'm telling you, we turn the radio on, 2 full traps, boom.
When we don't understand. I'm going back and forth, I wanna figure this out. Do I need to make a turn to take a different route? I've been overthinking, stressed out with the lack of patience, trying to understand what this is about. I'm backed up to the wall with no options, battling negative thoughts in my conscience. Tell me that there is a purpose through all of the pain. It's harder to see if I'm honest. What if I told you in order to grow, you're gonna walk through the fire when you really invested? And when it's all over, you'll see why I did it, then maybe you'll see it's a blessing. You gotta push hard when it's harder to play. When you feel like it's over, there's always a way. I thought that my story had come to an end. He looked over and said, I'm just turning the page. Even when I don't know where I'm going and I lack the directions, all things are working for good is the message. Trust in the Lord and believe it, especially when you just don't understand it, man. If you're dealing with a lot, I get that. You ain't gotta do it on your own. That line is open when you bring, just grab the phone. If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it back in his hands. I'm here to tell you at your lowest, you can know that he's still working when you don't understand. When we don't understand, 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 when we don't understand.
It's just so much better with music. My wife watched the one live stream I did without music. She said, "You look so sad." I said I was sad.
You don't say what you're supposed to say, do you? You don't live what you're supposed to live. You don't forgive the way God forgives. You don't really know who Jesus is, do you? You got good at hiding things that make you look bad. You shouldn't look at the things you know know you shouldn't look at. Your hocus pocus, you act bogus with your flow, man. It's sad to say you still got more goals in your love. Lift off this hip hop, different from the rock. Yeah, if you flip up, get no respect. Step on it, get believing on my way to Sunday service. Can't you see what Jesus doing? How he moving in my worship? Hit the Super Bowl with my brothers. Let us huddle up like it's the last guy. Any other name that he called himself, and if the truth be told, they get canceled. What you finna do when the demon come approaching? Why you finna do it if the demon doesn't know you? He will expose you. What would they show you? They ain't really you when you're rapping on the road. No fall for the hype, they do it for likes. It's all about stage, it's all about mics, it's all about them. They say it's not them, they play it for sin, they call it for Christ. I'm aiming at the serpent head into his head. Come on, I'm holding on this double leg, but yo, I set this up. It's so giddy, don't be a hypocrite, don't be illiterate, don't be an idiot. If you consider it, you should consider it. Give it, consider it, nothing legitimate. I'm on the internet, all on the internet. Christ is the king, can't
What?
listen, deliberate, intimate. I could care less, we don't like that ain't feeling it, yo. You don't pray the way you're supposed to pray, do you? You don't
I need a sign to you. What that mean?
You don't live the way you're supposed to live. You don't forgive the way God forgives. You don't really know who Jesus is.
Yeah, God, red fry, say I'm talking like this, die. Brain cursing, I live, die. Big facts, can't stop. I'm my wife, pray God, it's Saturday. Lift them up, we edify. Watch my ops, come to life. Yeah. Got too many demons on my neck to be fighting with 12 friends. Oil on my head, got that anointing from the hat fan. Hip-hop fetish saints, then my plate is up in Taliban. It's easy, got 4, 5, 6 like with me. These demons, all that sneaky. Come from this world, no ET. But they don't bear fruit, we see. In the foreigners can't get for me. You can't buy Jesus, not clean. You might disappear like Houdini. Now look what he did, I was trapping and sinning. My life was a loss, now I'm winning, The thief in the night came and stole my addiction. He wanted to smoke, now I no longer. Every now and then I gotta clear my throat. Never when they come, I try to steal my home. How can I stop when I feel like go? Yeah, the one that I know, embrace your show. Been a minute to the thing.
Got 3 traps within 15 feet of each other here.
Ready to come, but another we got one. In a minute, we really in it. Really praying for the loss of the life spinning. Really praying for my enemies that I get it. And I really won't stop till my life sprint up there.
You don't pray the way you're supposed to pray, do you? You don't say what you're supposed to say, do you? You don't live the way you're supposed to live. You don't forgive the way God forgives. You don't really know who Jesus is. Jesus got me shining like a diamond in the sun. Who'da knew he make me new? He found a diamond in the rough. All my grinding ain't enough. Got a line and got me stuck. If you read between the lines, you see I'm rooted in his love. Talking stupid makes you so boy, that's so foolish. I pull up like what it do if it ain't pointing to you. It's a dub. I be riding with my crew. It ain't my crew because we thug. It's cause we all ride for Jesus. Plus he pulled us out that mud. Man, these streets can be way colder than the fan. In the window, with no heat. In the middle of December. Tell me why would I go back? Boy, it's the fact that I live different. Every place I ever lacked, boy, he provided in an instant. Ain't ashamed to be a Christian. Spirit cooking up these verses like propane was in my system. Set me free from all these curses. It ain't lame to be a Christian. Boy, my pain and be a witness. I maintain that he is risen. Glad he came, cause it's hit different. They say fake is the new normal, and that loyalty is rare. That they'll stab you when you're back, acting like they ain't never cared. They say real is non-existent. Boy, I found out it existed. Not the way that we all think, because these people inconsistent for real. Hey, you don't pray the way you're supposed to pray, do you? You don't say what you're supposed to say, do you? You don't live the way you're supposed to live. You don't forgive the way God forgives. You don't really know who Jesus is.
God already knew where I was gonna fall short before he called me. You don't change his mind about those chosen and he's sovereign.
May 1st is the last day that we can take claws.
I don't deserve these blessings and this favor that I got. Brought me out of that valley for them dry bones, Ezekiel. Ups and downs, they come and go, that try you in is seasonal. His grace good, I've been approved, his spirit living inside me. Elohim, my king, I tell them demons get behind me. Soldiers on the battlefield, the kingdom is at hand. Hell, Uncle, let's stay out the way, and Jesus where I stand. Religious people in comments while I'm on the front line serving. My righteousness a filthy rag compared to him is worthless. On my knees, I'm praying.
praying, Lord, come take my heart and search it. He told me, boy, don't worry about it, he already made a purchase. He paid the debt, he is the lamb. Took the nails all in his hand. I got faith, look, can't understand, but this all part of his perfect plan. Seeking them, keep seeking them. Ain't preaching, but I speak to them. Promise they gon' come to life as soon as he come breathing them. Fake boys gon' manifest, expose the darkness with the light. Lyrics are so spirit filled, I might start rapping in tongue tonight.
Just about done before see your face I cry because you're
Oh, nice. What? We're back. We're going to see how it works playing music over here. Everyone said you can't do it. We're going to find out.
I can't wait for eternity.
I just couldn't take it anymore.
Just to bow down before your throne. See your face, I'll cry out because you're holy are you. Jesus, King of kings. Standing with those who have well, proclaiming forever that you're the one who's faithful, faithful, faithful are you, Lord.
I can't figure out how to get my iPad to bring comments up on the front. I don't know if you need to download the app or what. It's becoming QVC. I don't know what it's becoming. It's becoming ridiculous is what it's becoming. Like I thought it used to be if you sang something, it was considered art. and you could just about sing whatever you wanted as long as it wasn't laced with profanities. But now you can do the profanity, you just can't do the other end of it. I wonder if it was a comment about 9/11 in that song that flagged it. But like, why was it okay to play it for a year and all at once it's not okay? Couple nice ones in here. What? Just like the old times. Got the music back. We'll see if they come arrest me tonight for playing music over here. If they arrest me, will you guys come bail me out? Or at least tell my wife to. Mark will come get me out. What? I got thrown in jail one time as a teenager. My parents came to get me out, and they almost put my dad in my place. I guess him and the lady, the officer, weren't getting along.
You are holy, are you Lord Almighty? Sing worthy, sing holy, holy is the Lamb, holy is the Lamb. He's righteous, righteous, Jesus, Jesus, sing amen,
God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be careful who you're following. I'm so in love with what you've done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back anymore. God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be
careful who you following. I'm so in love with what you done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back again.
I travel the road, some people don't make it out when we emerge. Everyday battle, I'm fighting my demons. Live on the promises found in the word. Get rid of doubt, that could be cancer. If you let it seep into your mind, no matter the problem, I carry the answer. It's a fact, he's always on time. I can have a halo, but I got love for the people. Driving around, look up, saw steeple. Walked inside right down to the altar. Raise my hands, oh God, I need this. Handing me the word, young man, you read this. What about send my son out, bleed this? Grab that mic right there, get busy. Give them truth, that's all they'll see it. Back in the building, we bringing the virus and every day walk, we will never retire. Don't have to be Sunday for you to get blessed. Turn on the record, you think it's a choir. No Kanye, but I've been through the wire. We've all had a struggle, we gotta get through. You ain't gotta be like everybody, believe it and see. You just gotta be true.
God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be careful who you're following. I'm so in love with what you done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back again. God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be careful who you're following. I'm so in love with what you done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back again.
Now I know heaven and hell, and I can tell the devil be on my block. Showing me things, pulling my strings, keeping me clutching the clock. Get the path is wide, the game is whack. Eagles will never return, and if you lose your way, you will pay, and the cost will always burn. No trip up and get flipped up. Out here playing the clowns, that ain't your fam. To light your hand, putting the food in the mouth. It's a solo show, you need to know. Life is not a race. It's a journey for us to love and trust and chase the wolves away. So come on.
God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be careful who you're following. I'm so in love with what you done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back again. God knows you don't have to be like everybody. It's a broad road, be careful who you're following. I'm so in love with what you done in my life. There's no way I think I ever could go back again.
The Bible says what comes out of a person is what defiles them. And out of the heart comes evil thoughts, sexual immorality, adultery, wickedness, deception, jealousy, envy, foolishness, and pride. Now I surrendered, I put all of me on the table. I'm praying that you could deliver me from all these spirits that got me unstable. Why do I care about what people think of me? I be too worried about haters. I wanna be chasing the purpose, but really it feel like I'm chasing the paper. And I don't know why, I'm no longer that other guy. And I don't believe all the lies, for real though I try. I'm just thankful for Christ, I guess that's the reason he died. I'm not surprised, had to decapitalize the evil I've seen in my eyes. All of these people who keep trying to be in my life, I feel like they all in disguise. Still not surprised, no longer making mistakes, including the ones in my mind. I left it behind. All of my life, God had me a job I ain't wanna apply, I ain't even try. He told me until I am ready, I'm not gonna be able to fly. I sit at my side, I just keep asking why. He told me let go of my pride, I just until I give my pride, I'll never fly. Cause I'm still running from lies that's in my mind. And I'm just praying that I'll get a sign to help me identify why I've been blind. I've been asking God to show me things. If I let go of myself, maybe I'll see that I got all these lies in front of me. If I let go of my pride, then I'll be free. I can't be within myself first, worry about all of the wealth first. So many people need help first, that be why everything else hurts. Always so worried about self-worth, driving in everything head first. No wonder why I went through hell first, so I'm in the cycle. Constantly reading this Bible had made me stop feeling entitled. The moment I stopped being selfish was when I became a disciple. The day of judgment is coming when Satan attack on arrival. The old me is no longer living, so now what you see is revival. Tell me how you don't believe in Jesus. Crickets. I have yet to receive a reason. Y'all be believing in secret seasons. Money is not happiness, is deceiving. Stop being selfish, you'll see the achievements. I finally believe it. Until I kill my pride, I'll never find. Cause I'm still running from lies that's in my mind. And I'm just praying that I'll get a sign to help me identify why I've been blind. I've been asking God to show me things. If I let poisons known to humanity, none is more dangerous than pride. Pride kills. It kills opportunities, it kills relationships, it kills leadership, it kills nations. David was one of the most powerful kings because God was with him and still was losing battles to pride. I find it interesting that even with all his power and pride, he still needed to ask God to free him of his sins. There's always a cure. Thankfully for us, that's Jesus. Until I kill my pride, I'll never fly. Because I'm still running from lies that's in my mind. And I'm just praying that I'll get a sign to help me identify why I've been blind. I've been asking God to show me things. If I let go of myself, maybe I'll see that I got all these lies in front of me. If I let go of my pride, then I'll be free. Lord, I'm sorry for all the times I've taken the glory that is rightfully yours and turned it towards myself. I humbly repent of my sins and my pride. Amen.
I pray the Lord deliver these people the same way he did it for Moses. With money. All praise to the Most High, 'cause he saved me. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. All praise to the Most High, 'cause he saved me. I'ma keep walking with God, 'cause that's what I'm made to be. I was just living a life for the sin, but he forgave me. I don't really listen to all of my sons, they think I'm crazy. I don't care if you hate me, but all that hate don't faze me. I'ma keep talking about Jesus Christ until he takes me. All praise to the Most High, 'cause he saved me. All praise to the Most High. I pray the Lord deliver his people the same way he did it for Moses. Man, I'm trying to get close to the focus. Let go of your sin, don't hold it. He was there for me at my lowest. He was there for me at my lowest. I can't go back to my old ways. In the spirit, I gotta stay focused. I was so lost and stuck in my ways. Never thought that I could ever change. Living for money, just trying to get paid. Smoking that weed, trying to keep the pain. Now I got the blood of Christ under my veins. I got the word that got stuck in my brain. I can't never go back to that life I was living. I'm different, I'm really insane. Blessings on blessings, they come when you stay obedient. Jesus took my life and changed me. I just hope that you're seeing it. I don't want you to miss out in the kingdom of heaven. I want you to be in it. One that send me a light, gotta go, my boy. I hope that you leave it. I'll be forgiven for all of my sins, even though I messed up. The thing I love about God the most is he never left us. I've been forgiven for all of my sins, even though I messed up. I'm counting blessings on blessings on blessings, yeah, you know I'm blessed up. If Jesus started working in life, you'll finish, you better believe it. Jesus died on the cross for all of your sins, you better believe it. Jesus rose from the dead and conquered the grave, you better believe it. Jesus Christ is coming back soon, you better believe it. Jesus coming, you better believe it. All I sing, boy, you better leave it. And I know that these people, they say they believe in God, but so do the demons. You gotta put your faith in Jesus Christ if you wanna be saved. And I know that you say you believe, but it's not about what you say. If you say you got real faith, then you really gotta obey. If you say you got real faith, then you really gotta obey. Save my family, Lord save them. I know you love them, Lord, 'cause you made them. Lord save them before you take them. I know you hear my praise, Lord, please save them. Lord save them before you take them. I know you hear my praise, Lord. I know you save them. Yeah. Praise to the Most High, 'cause he saved me. Yeah. I'ma keep walking with God, 'cause it's who I'm made to be. I was just living a life full of sin, but he forgave me. I know they listen to all of my songs, they think I'm crazy. I don't care if you hate me, but all that hate don't faze me. I'ma keep talking about Jesus Christ until he take me. Yeah. All praise to the Most High, 'cause he saved me. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Save my family, Lord save them. I know you love them, but you made them. Lord save them before you take them. I know you hear my praise, Lord, please save them. Lord save them before you
You have a size number. I don't know what you mean. Size number. I've got my crab trap tag number branded in the side, if that's what you mean. In most of them. Problem is you can't see it till you take the trap home and clean it. Right there. And right there. And then into the stamped in the concrete as well. What a lot of the recreational guys do when they steal the commercial gear is they knock the concrete out of the bottom and re-pour it.
They ain't meaning cause I know they never did. Your numbers in my bank account are no reason for living this feeling with bad women really doesn't keep me tripping. I'm sure this man sitting beside me is beside himself, trying to find himself. Incline first class, thinking everyone behind him is a peon. Going home. People don't care how much you know. Until they know how much you care. Fill our hearts with your love and your forgiveness towards others, Lord Jesus. Month of October, with a nice feel like they colder. Found out another victim just got bitten by the cobra. Still looking for some closure, still trying to make some sense of it. Emotions can be sensitive when family and friends in it. I learned revenge can be sweet when you get to tasting it, but in the end it turn bitter, you get to hating it. And plus it leaves a sour feeling in your stomach. And who am I to say when other humans should be punished? I'm not approving of the crime that's been committed. Crying in the courtroom when the killer gets acquitted. And help me, Jesus, to be righteous and not wicked. They purify this heart of mine and fill me with forgiveness. Whether you murdered or the one doing the murdering, if you ain't accepted Jesus, it's a pit that you'll be burning in. God sent his only son to save you from destruction. Open up your Bible and follow basic instructions. You know, every
Caught a spider crab in this trap. I haven't caught, this might have been the first one I caught all year. For some reason on years when you don't catch many stone crabs, the spider crabs are thick. First one I got this year though. We're trying the music, Kayla. I don't have a whole lot left to pull today. Right now I've got probably 20, 30 traps left and I'm done. Here, if we're in trouble in one app, let's try getting in trouble in 2 apps.
who are destructive, gluttons, cussers, drunkards, a bunch of creator of the universe, the author of perfection, compassionate and loving, an incredible reflection. Wait, how could I hide from you? How could I run from you? How could you love me after everything I've done to you? You sent your only son to save me from destruction, so I submit my life to you and follow your instructions. Yes, you know every hair on my head, and you hold every tear that I shed. I couldn't run from you, Lord, even if I tried. I couldn't hide from you, believe me, Lord, I tried. So I give everything that I had. 'Cause you died so I could live in only your love. I lift up on my hands and see more at your face for me. I lift up both my hands 'cause Jesus made a way for me. Hey, blessed are those who transgressions are forgiven, those whose sins are covered. Blessed are those who sin and are wrong and I never count against them. See, he liberates, he elevates, and he educates. He compensates, he motivates, and regenerates, and he activates. Let him set you free, don't compromise.
give everything that I had. Cause you died so I can live and only your love will last. Lord, I ask for your grace over my life as I repent of my sins. I ask you to place your anointing over these lyrics. Not only fill me with your spirit, but with all the words to carry out this message. And more importantly, give me the energy. Amen. Blaze through my beats. Yeah. Look, he gave me the energy, cause the enemy had me so lazy. The moment that I like songs like this. So that's when the spirit put me in my bag for real. Only way I know how to talk my talk. Like child. I'm still living with patience, cause living for the devil is basic. But it's demon time, I don't even embrace it. How you don't repent, but you expect him to erase it. When you replace it, you're the same guy like Mason. I was the same way before knowing what grace is. Stuck in the same cycles because I'm complacent.
The monster!
Bring the bass in. I was chasing all of my affection from Lucifer. Playing with
Let's
Jezebel.
go!
How could I hate her but follow her when I'm losing her? Probably cause rejection told me I wasn't good enough. Pulling up to the house of darkness in an empty apartment where I'm alone cause I was heartless. Couldn't even pray because the pride had me voiceless. I'm surrounded by evil spirits so I'm hearing noises, immoral choices. Fast forward to the purpose I'm walking in. I went through all of that so I could see what the calling is. Still took a minute because I needed to call him in. I followed the light and it took me straight where the harvest is. So now I understand why the people be lost now. But I don't understand how you okay as a lost child. Just settle in like Jesus about to show up and cast away all of your demons while you just sit and procrastinate. Preposterous, that ain't how it go, but that's obvious. The bait of Satan all over the path that's guiding us. And we keep falling right into the trap that's stopping us. Not tapped in the spirit so we don't know what sign to trust. Trying to revive from lust before it rekindle. If I'm transformed, how do I even remember? I done been through more trials than repeated offenders. And every time he pull me out, I just come back and defend him. That's the witness, result of utilizing repentance. Waiting for blessings, sometimes feel like a sickness. Probably cause obedience always be missing. Gotta figure out a way to keep my drive consistent. Out of line, not listening, that's why I'm falling in sin again. Smoking on that weed like that's gonna find my strength again. Inhaling that weed again, stuck in conviction. Whenever I don't listen, I be stuck in addiction. Lying to myself, saying it's just for a minute. And right after I finish, I'll just go back to the mission. But what if Christ come back before I ever get finished? That's why we gotta be blameless in case we run out of minutes. So what's your intention? Holy Spirit, have your way. He said we do greater things. They prophesy private planes and talk about diamond rings and all of the finer things. They moving like Dr. Strange. They loose just like pocket change. I guess that's the price of fame. But me, I don't think the same. I go for the perfect game. On point just like IVB because I gotta stay in the vein. Yeah, I know they tryna box me in. I ain't conforming to this word. I say it's breath. They say it's oxygen. I'm foiling the plot again. Seeing through distractions. They on strings like a violin. Want me to get violent, be angry but say not. I can't live on autopilot. Man gotta control himself.
Let's go!
The Holy Spirit tell me how you supposed to know yourself. I remember it was no one else. Crying out to God all alone like show yourself. And then he really showed himself. Dropped down to my knees and I repent, I need my Father's help. Remember like it was yesterday. Smoking back to back like I was trying to take my breath away. Couldn't even concentrate. Now that boy's sober, I got things I gotta delegate. Hold up,
Lost the keeper there.
Open up the word, see the truth, the devil been a fake. We ain't woke though, we been away. Boasting in the Lord, I was chosen just to motivate. Show him love, embrace the hate. I'm screaming, what would Jesus do while I'm riding like a license plate? I grew up off that section 8. Patience, perseverance, that's the only way we orchestrate. Look at how we overcome. Worshiping the King got us popping like some bubblegum. El Shaddai, Yahweh. We gon' spread the gospel in the hedges and the byways. All I need is one ring. I ain't talking about LeBron.
What's up, Heather?
With this King James. Or you can do the NIV. Whatever translation
Is that Heather, Captain Heather? Can't even see my screen to read. Oh shoot, we're way zoomed in. Finishing up, I got like 30 traps to go or so.
Trust me. Don't let your emotions control you. Unless you know your authority, you'll never rule your world. The death and resurrection of Jesus Christ gave me authority. The devil gun is empty. At the cross, Jesus took the bullet. It's a union with me and Jesus. When Christ died, we died. When he rose, we rose. When he was seated on the right
Yeah, it wasn't
side,
a bad
we were
trap
seated with
there.
him. Stay in the fruit of your spirit. Keep authority. The Lord will fight for you through your silence. Stop reaching out to people. Stop complaining. Talk to God.
Stop complaining.
Awaken from my slumber by the thunder, lightning clapping. Raining on my window, painting, praying I make something happen. My preacher's policies never bothered me when I was younger. Sitting on my grandma's lap, and she cried, I often wondered, what was her tears for? Could it be my grandfather? Or maybe she felt for me, cause I see her with those cold tomorrows. Then she see the world will up and turn on me. The morals that she often spoke to me from 1923. I fall asleep off in the arms. My song was spoken, the Lord is surely my shepherd. And leave it to the water, I thought that all this stuff with me. Amongst the wood and run the streets, I get paying dues and lose. I pray your angels come for me. A non-belief I never had and never could. Lord, give me time to peep the signs I should see. Sipping got me feeling like a player riding clean. Been in corners, hoping I might find my savior on the corner. I rarely go to church, most prophets rocking Prada, so I rarely feel the word. Jezebel's lurking in the pews on the first. Preachers weaker than the deacon, cause it's harder like the urge. It's hard to even serve when you on the devil's tongue. See, I'm sold for the Lord with no sense of what it's worth. Don't get it twisted, I ain't no saint, I ain't no pastor. My brain just reclined.
Man from TikTok, gotcha.
Well, because after that's when the show, I was born that heaven ain't the only place to go.
If your name's Heather, go follow Captain Heather sometime on TikTok. It's a lady that does the same thing I do, except they long line their traps. They tie like 12 traps together and then have a buoy on each end.
Father, forgive us when we don't know what we do. And my bias, I've been biased, put my nose up in the pews. Like pound, I beg good news. They think I'm pound bearing. My message sounds like death to the hearers as they perish. Scary to think we on the brink of death. But no one stops to look for answers on what happens next. Got a couple scriptures from my grandma, sayings from a preacher. What can't live out these standards, every hurt it takes to reach them.
Wow, I got 4 on top of each other here.
Used to have to sneak into the movies cause I couldn't afford to pay. Explain to me I still will take my way. When I get quick professing, I respect them. Cause most of us be lying like our lives only perfected. Nothing that we can muster, nothing that we can change. Admitting that we're perfect, offended God would I change. Look, I'm just being honest, so don't take me for no name. I see it for myself, I'm a product of this thing. I found true religion, and it's not inside of denim. Them overpriced shades have never given us vision. Let's go.
What? Taking a much needed break from the talker. I'm taking a mandated break. think I do a better job driving when it's blowing 20 mile an hour.
No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter what may come, I put my trust in you. When things are going bad, or things are going good, through the thick and thin, I put my trust in you. No matter
What?
no matter what they do, no matter what may come, I put
I'm on a 7-day timeout.
things are going bad, or things are going good.
So if you're a regular in my chat, you know, I play that one song called Dear Atheist. I've played it a million times. Yesterday I played it. They put me on a 24-hour ban for misinformation. And I appealed it and they accepted the appeal. And so stupid me says, well, I'll show you. I'll play the song 3 times in a row. 2 times in a row, something like that. So I went from a 24-hour ban to a 7-day ban. It's a strike, they call it. And if I keep it up, I'll lose the account.
All I aim to please is you, so no matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter what may come, I put my trust in you. When things are going bad, or things are going good, through the thick and thin.
I just don't understand how the song was okay for a year and all at once it's not.
When things are going bad, or things are going good, through the thick and thin, I put my trust in you. Never was a thug, no, never was a gangster. I was just a youngster dealing with a lot of anger. I'm still walking around, feeling so misunderstood. Me mugging everybody, just wishing somebody would. I was always agitated, dealing with a lot of pain. Things at home were pretty crazy. Some of y'all might understand. See, Dad had a drinking problem. He battled other addictions. He was trying to straighten up, but ended up in the wrong direction. It was hard for me to function. Dealing with these type of issues, wanting to ask for help, and too scared of what people think though. So I acted really tough when inside I was really broken. If a lot of men don't rise to my feelings, they stay the story. Look at my feelings, they seem happy as they can be. Feel the key that's struggling just like me. Father God, I need your help. I don't wanna live my happy face, always pretending something. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter what they do, I'm
Linda, we played the song Dear Atheist and all at once it's unacceptable over there. They banned me for 24 hours. I appealed it. They let me loose. And so I played it a couple times in a row and then they banned me for 7 days.
when things are going bad or things are going good.
So apparently I need to not play that song anymore over there. Should be playing it over here just because. Man, what a difference one day makes in the sea. A lot of shorts in here. One keeper. Ah, come on. Yeah, I'm on timeout. I've been a bad individual. The worst.
Places that you wanna be, but you can't pop. Now you locked out, I know you're not gonna back when you go to time. Gotta be with you, but you don't want.
A lot of shorts in this area.
You tryna break up the business, you on my witness. You got to know my demons, you don't deserve my attention. We were so used to the code and my mama ain't put to it. Put out a house and we were we out of the do not get forgiveness, I'm breaking my business. For all my family is in it, I ain't the truth, I'm a witness. I got some blood on my hands, some blood on my fingers. You know that I gotta go get it, I gotta go get it. Lord, I may kill all my demons, I look in the mirror, I see them. I had a demon, I'm forcing to get an abortion. I pray when I die, I can meet them. They want me cheating, telling me you my demons. Eat all this food that I'm seeing. I got some people in prison, I need to go see them. They want for the Lord, I will be them. Yeah, I know, they won't catch me like it. See me up in traffic, yeah, I'm cracking. Got that apostolic passion. Got that action, keeps it 223, but Jesus my assassin. If you ask me, I'm still 116 until I'm in the casket. I saw the hot on the pop and I'm they wanna pull every step out. Wait till my knock to the block, get the net up and shut to go head on the spot out.
Cause when I could sleep at night, set me free, set me free. You still working on me, you still working on me. A little less trouble in my life, a little more work to keep me right. You still working on me, you still working on me.
They said I'm the worst of the worst on this earth.
You giving me everything I need, I will abide in you hands up. When I live in the sanctuary, my eyes on you, I depend on your presence. My Father, I will be found in you. You told me to die to myself, I'm deep in these letters now. You living inside me, this fellowship.
What I can't figure out is why they accepted the appeal and then whacked me with 7 days for doing it again. Like, if it was appealed, I thought that meant it's okay. Maybe they're doing a yes means no and no means yes kind of gimmick.
Set me free, set me free. You still working on me, you still working on me. A little less trouble in my life, a little more work to keep me right. You still working on me, you still working on me.
Look, the enemy trying to tell me I'm inadequate, but I got this freedom cause I know who the master is. I know who the answer is. Father, I understand what you taking picture. Let's capture this spiritually jump away. Let me tell you, it's so miraculous. You filling me up, Lord, I'm thanking you for your goodness. I'm drinking this living water, you satisfied like they couldn't. I can never describe it with any word in these lyrics. When I was stuck in my wickedness, I was healed by the Spirit. Listen, you the fire burning inside me. Holy Spirit, I need you with every single beside me. You're working on me, I will begin time. Father, you're working on me, I got this freedom now.
A little less trouble in my life, a little more work to keep me right. You know I need you by my side, cause when I couldn't sleep at night, set me free, set me free. You still working on me, you still working on me. A little less trouble in my life, a little more work to keep me right. You still working on me, you still working on me.
Load it up. Put one right back.
Shackles on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free?
Appreciate the support.
Shackles on my feet, oh, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this soul on me. Break this soul on me.
Let me go. I've been going through so much, I swear these people let my throat. That's on me, that's on mama shit. On my mama, I can't take no more, so miss me with that drama. Get your commas, get your rep straight, get your facts straight. Hold me down, I rise up on the like the tax rate. Keep my cash straight, never lack faith. I've been working, they gon' have to hold me back.
Really good trap.
You can pick a side if you want. You already know who I'm going. You don't want no problems with me. Get these shackles off.
What?
Yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this soul. Break this soul. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah, 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 yeah.
Down for me. People like me, you was brown for me. Brown for me. All that bitterness, a nigga had to let it go. People talking down on me, I guess that's how it go. Let them know, that's on me, yeah. Shackles on my D, you broke the heart and now I'm free, yeah. Even in the darkest times, you kept your light on me, yeah. Got the memory, the message, found my purpose, found my method. Only all I took was listen, tell them. You can pick a side if you want. You already know who I'm going. You don't have no problems with me,
If you shackles on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Break this soul on me. Break this soul. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah, yeah. Can't put me back up in the streets, yeah, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah, yeah. I got them shackles on my feet, yeah, 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 yeah.
I watched a YouTube video to learn how to do this. The black drum.
I buried my sin in 3 days and back up again. In the beginning, we would give anything like it from ministry, visions and bigger things. You can take everything, you just give me the key. But the fire faded. I just want to retire the safest. Are you the safest with the world loving you?
We will trust you, Jehovah Rapha. You're my in the middle of the dark, in the thick of sorrow, stay in the dark. Where our help comes from, everything around us
Nice.
says there is no hope. Never gonna let him of your love. The foundation of your word, everyone is here, comes before you, Lord. We're leaning on your power, you do what can't be done, either now or forever. We know it's gonna come.
What? sure.
In the veil was torn, sacrifice is made. As the heavens
I like the music too. What? Woo! I didn't know YouTube had donations. I really don't know anything about streaming on YouTube. Like, there's probably somewhere I could put in like what I'm streaming, fishing or whatever. I think I just turned it on and hit go. Yeah. Steve a call tonight. Need to give him a call and ask him some of the ins and outs of this app. I really don't know anything about it. We've got about a 1 mile run to the next set of traps. I think I'm gonna get me a drink. Come back and stare at you guys for a minute maybe while I drink it. Totally out of green tea, and I had one kombucha in the fridge and I forgot to bring it. Kick it up on plane, get this day over with. They got a lot to do yet. You guys want to go warp speed? Got like 15 traps left to pull, I think, and then we're done. Done!
What you asking me? The worthy of my I say
I don't look forward to the season ending. Nice. Taking the traps out of the water is the hardest time of year. Crazy hard work. And you know you're not going to be making those checks for a long time again.
It's been a long time ago, and I'm hungry. The white
just a snapping. What? Is anybody on the other side?
Every detail of our heartbeats you create. Like a good father, you will take. You hold my hand. You wrap yourself around every detail of mine. You place everything in motion. All I have to do is stand and calm your I'm in everything. I mean everything to you.
Indonesia, what's up? In Delray? That's East Coast, ain't it? I think so.
You hold me together in your
We are almost done, guys.
I mean everything to you. You
next to Boynton. I don't know where Boynton's at either. I should probably know my own state better than I do. Oh, yeah, a couple nice ones in here. We're gonna let this guy keep his claw. All he's got left is one claw and one leg. Poor guy, it's a big claw, but we take it he's a goner.
Moved by the sound of his voice. Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken from my regard. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you. It is well with me. Far be it from me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see. And this mountain that's in front of me, oh, will be thrown into the midst of the sea. And through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well.
I think this is the last one.
Through it all, my eyes are on you. It is well. It is well.
And I drove over it.
Let go, my soul, and trust the waves in me still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves in me still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves and the wind still know His name. The waves and the wind still know His name. It is well.
Nice. What? Go on a drift boat. Just go out there and drift the reef line or what? Definitely feels like summer's coming. I think tomorrow I'm gonna take all my dive tanks down to the dive shop and have them. Sure, they all need visuals by now. Have them give them visuals, fill them up. Should probably have my regulators rebuilt. Get ready for spring. I always do a little bit of diving in the spring, not much, but a little. What I ought to do is a pair up trip with someone for the keys. You provide the room and the gas, I'll provide the bait. I mean, not the bait, the fuel. Go catch some lobsters. I love catching lobster. I think I might have been born to catch lobster, I'm not sure. You guys want to see the catch? Need to dump this slime out of here. I need to rinse the boat down a little bit too. Since I'm not going right back to the dock. That's nasty. Yeah, it was a good day. I don't know why, but there's like a black thing across the bottom of my screen. I can't read the last comment unless I move it up and down. Good catch though, considering. Sailboat's kind of in a bad spot. Yeah, it's flat calm today. Move over, sailboat. What in the world? I put it on green screen. Heather'd move out of the way. I have no idea what green screen is. It said green screen and the screen went green.
There's a ladder in this
I don't think I like it over here as much.
and the heavens are open. Oh, the heavens are open, open.
What's up, Kelly Parks? No, I'm not used to it. Oh, someone just texted they see me, someone I know. I'm headed to the ramp. I just finished up crabbing for the day. I just had a short day. I'm gonna pull the boat out of the water, check the lower unit oil, make sure it didn't fill up with water. Guys in front of us are like trying to see how slow they can possibly go. I had a decent catch considering not more gear than I pulled. I wonder if there's some kind of undercover law enforcement in front of me. They're dressed the same color shirts, wearing life jackets. Oh crap, I forgot my antennas up. We know it's not Noah. They all got fired. Officers. I don't know what it is. Like most of the time you see two guys in a boat, they don't dress exactly the same. And they got patches on the sides of their arms. Let's see if we can zoom them in there. Look like he's got that backpack there. What's the votes? Look like trouble. Florida Fish and Game wouldn't surprise me. Now I can't zoom out. I wonder if it's undercover FWC. Now, Carter, I'm coming back in. We're not going to our normal landing spot. We're going to the boat ramp, pull the boat out of the water. Yeah, I was crabbing today. I'm pulling the boat out because I got my backup lower unit on here and it was taking on water a while back. I put some new seals in it. Just want to make sure she's staying dry. Check it before I blow it. Yeah, I got a 7-day ban on TikTok. I had a 24-hour ban for playing the Dear Atheist song. And I appealed it and they accepted the appeal, so I figured some Karen turned me in so I could play it again. So I thought, I'll show you, Karen. I'll play it a couple times in a row. And I played it again and they gave me a 7-day ban. I guess I'm a slow learner sometimes. I don't like it over here, Kelly Parks. I don't know how to use it. For some reason, there's like a black screen across the very bottom of the comments. I gotta keep taking my thumb, scrolling up and down to read the comment. And then when I do, I knock myself out of the screen. Oh, they were trying to make it look like they were going to go past. Now they're going to do the old spin around gimmick. Let's come in behind the commercial guy. Yep, they got the binoculars out. Yep, when they got matching outfits and binoculars and everybody's wearing life vest, chances are yeah, we're about to get our underwear inspected, I'm afraid. Y'all ready to get your underwear inspected with me? I'll go to the other ramp. Yeah, it wasn't bad today, Scotty D. They're pulling up to the ramp on the other side, it looks like. Do we make a break for it and get the trailer as fast as we can? You want me to leave you guys here, leave you live? Trying to zoom you out. Kelly says leave you live. All right, I'll leave you live. That when they get on, I'm not like, hey, I'm turning my YouTube on. I'll go, hey, YouTube's on. You guys are live. TikTok really shortened my visits from law enforcement. I was getting harassed a while back. And I know it was for going to NOAA meetings and speaking out against the shareholders. The TikTok really shortened those up. I'm going to leave my mic here and we'll go get the truck. I couldn't recognize the arm patch. It didn't look like FWC. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just some imposters. Alright, we're gonna shut you guys off.